Deb Jordan discovered the Cassadaga Spiritualist Camp in 2006 and became a resident in 2012. She's been an SCSCMA certified medium and healer since 2015 and currently serves on our board of trustees as vice president. Deb has a passion for serving spirit and works with clients from her office at 1164 Stevens Street. Please join me in welcoming Deb Jordan to the podium.
My longtime favorites, and it always reminds me of the necessity of having unwavering support as we navigate through life's challenges. So it always strikes a note with me. The general theme of my talk today is on healing and a pathway to peace, as provided by the teachings of spiritualism. Many of us have experienced life-altering events and have a desire for peace, hope, healing, and a sense of purpose above all. Perhaps in some cases, these events have played a significant role in leading all of us here today. As I searched for a spirit-inspired talk, I reflected on the challenges that we are faced with today and the search for a spiritual foundation that supports our path to healing. Many people travel to Cassadaga looking for answers, for guidance, and for healing, and the ability to connect with their loved ones in spirit. It is one of the most healing and sacred experiences, and sacred experiences, knowing that our loved ones bless us with their presence and to be able to experience proof after the continuity of life. At the personal level, when grief and loss have touched my life, I relied upon my source of spirituality and my belief, which put life into perspective. Spirituality involves a sense of connection to all things in nature, God, and the world. It is a deeply personal experience, and it is a universal human experience for each individual. There are many paths to spirituality, including our religious beliefs, which provide a path to our personal relationship with God and a deeper understanding and connection with nature. Spirituality is a deeply personal journey of self-discovery. It involves the recognition of a feeling, a sense or a belief that there is something far greater than us. There is something more to being human than just a sensory experience. That experience is the greater whole of which we are a part, and it is divine. Spirituality means knowing that our lives have significance in a context beyond our everyday existence at the level of biological needs that drive our desires. Everything is a learning experience and an opportunity for personal and spiritual growth. In the quest for healing and a deeper meaning, spiritual practices such as prayer, meditation, and our mindfulness provide a pathway to peace and to healing. There are many elements in life that seem to stand in the way of our peace and our happiness. Some may have experienced a life of survival, and others may have experienced a life that seemingly is fulfilled. Yet, there is still an absence in the connection of the higher consciousness and the divine source. Regardless of our individual stories, we all share a common humanity. We feel pain, joy, love, loss. Everyone wants to have peace and happiness. Throughout my life, I have been on a quest to deepen my spiritual understanding and to have faith and comfort that everything is in divine order. Spiritualism and knowledge of our pioneers have been instrumental in my journey. Turning now to the sources of spiritualist beliefs. We have read about pioneers of spiritualism dating back to the 18th century. Emanuel Swedenborg, which is always one of my favorites. He is a Swedish scientist, a philosopher, astronomer, and a theologian, and is credited as a source of Andrew Jackson Davis' philosophy of modern-day spiritualism. Swedenborg was a student of the Holy Bible, and much of his foundation and principles were derived from the Word of God, as found in the Bible. Andrew Jackson Davis presented a unique perspective on the laws of nature, viewing them as expressions of divine revelation, accessible through both scientific inquiry and spiritual insight. He believed that nature's laws were inherently progressive, leading to a continual refinement and perfection of all things, including humanity. Davis's concept of divine revelations wasn't separated from natural law. It was a deeper understanding of them, attainable through spiritual experiences and communicated by spirit. Davis believed that nature, including humanity, is in a constant state of evolution, driven by inherent laws that lead to a greater perfection. Here in Cassadaga, we teach classes on spiritual natural laws. Although there is an unlimited number of natural laws that lead to our path of healing, I would like to just touch on several. The law of oneness. We are all connected, so whatever we do to one, we do to all. The law of peace, often derived by conflict avoidance and looking for solution or resolve. The golden rule. Treat others as you wish to be treated. And the law of cause and effect. Actions, whatever they may be, have an appropriate reaction or consequence. These natural laws are working in our lives whether we are aware of them or not. We can either learn from these natural laws or we can work against them. There is a wonderful book authored by a local teacher, Reverend Marilyn Autry, called River of Life, How to Live in the Flow. She provides a life application perspective of over 100 physical and spiritual laws in an easy-to-understand context. Reverend Eloise Page, medium, healer, teacher, who taught here in Cassadaga for over 50 years, was known internationally for her work in natural law. Reverend Eloise Page passed in 2008, However, many of her recordings and of lectures remain with various teachers here in Cassadaga. And now let us reflect of the teachings of Reverend Diane Davis, who continues to share her wonderful insights of natural law today. There are many writings from the 1600s and 1700s that opened up humanity's understanding of the hidden spiritual side of life. Modern-day spiritualism paved the way for one of the greatest religious movements of the 19th century. Many gravitated towards spiritualism because, like traditional religions, it believed in the immortality of the soul. Spiritualism, unlike other traditional religions, does not have the dogma of human construct and limiting beliefs. Spiritualism evolved as the scientific religion with the help of amazing scientific pioneers such as Swedenborg, who would not stop without scientific proof of the continuity of life and the soul connection to the divine. The basic philosophy that accompanies most spiritual healing traditions is that when we are disconnected from the divine, we are severed from our source of healing. Since the divine is the source of our energy and our life force, when we are disconnected from it, we experience and manifest illnesses. Turning now to the subject of spiritual healing, it is a significant component of our spiritualist practice. It encourages us to explore and deepen our understanding of our higher spiritual selves. A fundamental element of spiritual healing involves an understanding and a nurturing of three primary connections: self-awareness, understanding your values, your beliefs, and the essence of who you are. It is a journey of self-discovery that encourages authenticity and acceptance of both our strengths and our opportunities or areas for growth. Relationships with others at meaningful, deep levels, and a connection with the higher self incorporates the practice of meditation and mindful breathing into your daily routine, breathing in the positives and breathing out the negative, releasing anything that does not serve your highest and your best. I would like to highlight several key benefits from developing spiritualist practices: expanding our emotional well-being, which means spiritual healing encourages the development of emotional resilience and intelligence as we navigate life's challenges with strength and ease. Spiritual healing improves our physical health by reducing stress. Research indicates that chronic stress has been linked to various health issues. Alleviating stress through spiritual practices can positively impact your overall health and well-being. Spiritual healing instills a sense of purpose and meaning as we navigate the continuing change in our lives from the time we're born until the time we pass. Purpose provides a reason to get up in the morning. Spiritual healing provides comfort and solace in times of grief and loss. It provides a framework for understanding the cyclical nature of life and death. offering a source of strength during our losses. Spiritualism, through a healing practice, creates a sense of belonging and community. Being a part of spiritual community provides us with a network of like-minded individuals who share common goals, common values. In every opportunity that I have to explore and to reflect on our founders and their works, I experience an increased and heartfelt admiration for modern-day spiritualism. We have covered a lot of elements of healing and spiritualism today, but I would like to emphasize or leave you with 2 key points. Spiritualism as a philosophy helps us understand spiritual natural laws as they guide and direct our lives. And spiritual healing provides a thread of purpose, connection, and inner peace, whether you're seeking solace or on a journey of self-discovery. Remember that the path to spiritual healing is unique for everyone. Much of what we have touched on this morning is covered by our various classes and lectures as given by our teachers. Please look them up on our calendar of events. And thank you for listening and allowing me to share.